Hi guys, and welcome back to a bit of Euro Truck Simulator 2 with me, Mr. Fury, and we're gonna crack on. We're going to Luxembourg from Manchester. So we'll crack on now, and we'll try and get there in this episode. We got some fuel on board, I think. So yeah, here we go. We do not want to topple this over, do we, like we did in the other videos? In the other video. We don't want fuel going all over the road, blowing up. In our little Volvo truck. Yeah, man! Let's go. This is going to be an adventure. So I got this game, and I was at work today, and I was looking forward to coming home and just driving my truck. It's got one of them. It's addictive. You just want to get in your truck and drive. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna go to Luxembourg now. Got to go over, I think, over to Hull again and get the ferry across to Europort and then down to Luxembourg. So yeah, looking forward to it. Oh, we had a bit of a slide there. We nearly toppled over, but we're okay. I'm going driving in my truck. Toot 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 toot. What's the horn sound like on this? Oh, crap-hole. Fucking horn. Yeah, man. That is a proper truck sound. I'm in a hard shoulder hit. That was crazy. How much fuel have we got? Sorry about that, guys. We're more or less full, so I think we'll be okay on this trip. So I've been. You guys, what do you think about E3? The prices in that of the new Xbox and the PlayStation. I mean, I was telling you about the my thoughts of what console I'm going to get, and I don't think anything's changed. I think I'm going to go for the Xbox first, and then if I've got enough money, I'll get the PlayStation as well. But yeah, PlayStation have undercut Xbox this time, a flip from last time. So here in the UK, it's going to be £429 for the Xbox, and is it £345 for the PlayStation? It's quite a chunk of money. It's like £85 or whatever. Yeah? But yeah, I was watching it. I was just thinking, yeah, it's a lot more money than the PlayStation. But with the PlayStation, you have to, if you want to use like the Kinect or like the sensor, you move your motion sensor stuff. You've got to buy a camera for that with a PlayStation, which is I think £60. So really, it's on. Yeah, that brings it up to like £405. So it's like £20 difference after you put the camera. Plus, with the Xbox, you get in more things like integrated with Smart Glass, and to be honest, the exclusive games for the Xbox look so much better, personally for me anyway, look so much better than for the PlayStation. I mean, look, I seen Forza Motorsport, and that was amazing. And Titanfall, made by Respawn Entertainment. The guys, if you didn't know, but Vincent Peller and I can't remember the other guy's name. Basically, it was two guys from Infinity Ward, and they made Modern Warfare 2. Basically, they were the head guys of Modern Warfare 2, and they had a big bust-up, a big court hearing with Activision because they were claiming they never got the money that they were promised. So, I mean, that aside, they then quit Activision and Infinity Ward, and they went off their own and they made their own company, Respawn Entertainment. Is it Max West and Vincent Pella? Anyway, Vincent Pella is the CEO, the chief executive operating. I don't know, operating officer or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, they went off on their own and made Respawn Entertainment, and they've been working on it basically since Modern Warfare 2. And Titanfall, it looks epic. It really does look like a really good game. You can tell from the gameplay footage that there's some Call of Duty in there, like the way the character moves and the shooting of the guns, and just like some of the features you can just tell has got bits of Call of Duty in it. It just looks like a really good game set, obviously, in the future. So yeah, it looks like a really good game. And Quantum Break, I mean, that looks epic as well. I mean, this is for the Xbox, I know, but even games, I'm really looking forward to Watch Dogs. That, I mean, I saw the E3 trailer for that. Oh, yep. I saw the E3 trailer for that, and it took me about 1.5 minutes to realise it was actually gameplay. That was actually the game. And I thought it was people acting it out, acting the trailer out. That's what I thought at first. It is that lifelike. It's unbelievable. Even like the roads and I think it's set in like New York or something, or Chicago, or something like that. And just the detail in it is unbelievable. Like even like cracks in the road and potholes and grids and stuff. You know, like it just looks sewer grids. It just looks amazing. I'm a bit annoyed that Xbox haven't done the same as last time and undercut PlayStation's. I think, but at the same time, I think if PlayStation would have been dearer than the Xbox, then that would have probably been the end of, well, not the end of PlayStation, but it wouldn't have done them any good. It really wouldn't, because I know it's hard to believe, but when consoles get shipped out and sold at first, even though it's Xbox are selling it for £429 or $499 or whatever, and they'll lose money. They'll lose money on every console because of the development costs and the stuff what's inside the actual Xbox. They'll actually lose money, and same with PlayStation. PlayStation will lose shitloads more money than Xbox. However, it's not. They're not bothered about that because they don't make the money from the consoles themselves. They make the money from Xbox, example, Xbox Live, when you pay for your membership, and they make the money from contracts they sign with developers and games. They actually make their money. Microsoft and Sony make their money through software deals, and that's how it's done. The actual consoles, like the Xbox and the PlayStation, probably cost about £600 just for the stuff what's in it. And then you've got to take into account marketing and distribution of all these consoles. And you take into account all that, and it comes to a lot more than £429 per console. I'll tell you that now. It's all about the software and the games. They make the monies off the games. That is end of the day, and like with Xbox, they make the money as well off deals they do with like TV developers, like Sky. And in the UK, they make the money from that. Yeah, put Sky on the Xbox. Okay, the Sky, you need to pay Xbox X amount of money to do this. So don't feel sorry for them that they're losing money on each console. By all means, because they'll make billions of pounds with everything else. So they're not stupid. So I think that's what's disappointed me a little bit is PlayStation, even though they've been, let's be fair, worldwide have been dominated really by Xbox. Especially in North America. In Asia, like in Japan and China and that, it's all about PlayStation. Xbox is non-existent really over there. But Xbox has been trying first with the Xbox and then Xbox 360, and they tried really hard with Xbox 360 to push it out over there, and it just never worked. It's Sony, it's their native company, and they want their products, and that's it with them. But in America, Xbox flipping blew Sony out of the water, and even in Europe, especially in the UK, it's Xbox. I have to say it is. You go around. Wait, it's raining. You ask the majority. You ask people. I don't know. Take 100 people and ask them what console they've got, and I'd say about 60 or 70% would say they've got an Xbox. It's just the way it is. It was cheaper when it come out. There's better games on the Xbox, and the Xbox Live, even though you have to pay for it where you don't with the PlayStation, it's just a lot better experience. The Xbox Live parties, the arcade, the Xbox Live, it's just a better unit. Now, don't take it as I'm bashing on PlayStation, the PlayStation 3, because I think it is a really good console. I just think things could have been done better to improve that. I mean, if the PlayStation would have been the same price or a tiny little bit dearer than the Xbox when it come out, I would have gone with the PlayStation 3. Well, the rain really does affect how you move. So yeah. I'm not bashing on it at all. I think it's a great console. It's just I think, and the PlayStation now, because I've got friends on Xbox and I play with people on the Xbox, I think that's what I'm going to go with first. But obviously I'll try and get the PlayStation because there is games on there that I want to play. I want to post videos as well. I mean, The Last of Us, even though it's coming out on the PlayStation 3, I can't imagine. The games like that. It's Uncharted. The next Uncharted one's going to be on PlayStation 4, and that just looks amazing. But yeah, I think that's. I mean, there's some games in the Xbox conference and the PlayStation one which you just thought, look, shit. I mean, there was one on the Xbox. What was it called? Underneath or something. You basically land and around this little flipping village, this little world. It looked like something off the DS. Didn't look anything special, but we didn't see much of it. But it looked pretty shit. But the games on the Xbox look so much better. And like the PlayStation, when the PlayStation conference and the Xbox conference went out, people were saying, "Oh, the PlayStation is more of a gamer's console." I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true now. We've watched E3 and been through it all. I really don't think it's true. I think Xbox has really, has really shown the full hand and come out with some really good games. I mean, well, there's all sorts of games I'd love to play. Yeah, I mean, oh, bugger. And I'm looking forward to a lot of games, and I've priced it up, and obviously when you buy the console, you want to play games with it. So, I mean, I've gone with I've got 4 games. Four games I think I'm going to buy straight off, maybe 5. And the games are Call of Duty Ghosts, because I love Call of Duty. It's what I play majority of the time when I'm on the console. FIFA 14. I love football games. I've played every single FIFA since FIFA 95. Absolutely love them. What else is there? Watch Dogs, definitely going to get that. And Quantum Break, I'm gonna get that as well. I think they're all out at the launch. And the only other game what I'm debating whether to get straight off is Dead Rising 3. Now that looked epic, and I mean I played all the Dead Risings and the DLC for them, and they look really good. Now what I was wondering was, this is what I was wondering, because some of the games like Watch Dogs are going to be on the new generation consoles and on current gen systems, what's going to happen to the PC market? Are you going to be when you buy Watch Dogs, will it be Watch Dogs on the same equivalent, like graphics wise and depth, as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? I don't know. Or is it going to be the same as Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3? There was nothing said about anything like that. What? Again? That's it. Cruise control, man. I've just pressed the wrong button. I think I've pressed the space bar. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new gen systems. I know it's a lot of money, and there's going to be a lot of people going, "Wow, way too much money. I don't have a lot of money lying around." Neither do I. But it's something I really want. Hang on, we're on a motorway here, we can speed up. But so I worked it out, and for me to get 4 games, there's no prices out for the games yet. I'm estimating it's going to be around about the £50 mark. Anything more, I think it's a bit daft, because it. But yeah, I reckon about £50 mark. I'm gonna get the Xbox One and 4 games, £600. That's what I'm guessing it's going to cost me, £600 to get 4 games. And obviously, when it gets closer to time, there will be bundles on offer, I would have thought. So you might get Xbox One 2 games for £500, and Xbox One and 4 games for £560. You know, so I am looking forward to it. And I think it's pretty good value anyway, to be honest, for what you're getting. People are bashing on it and all this lot, and nothing was said in the Xbox Live conference about used games, and there was nothing said about Always Online. Now there has been bits of information out about Always Online and used games, and the information out is you don't have to be on. It's not always online. It just has to be online once every 24 hours. that's where they stand with it. Now, for me, that might as well be as always online, to be honest. But it doesn't bother me because I'm always online anyway. When I turn the Xbox on, I'm Ethernet plugged into the router. You know, it's not a problem for me. PlayStation, you don't have to, none of that. They don't have to be online at all. And PlayStation come out and said, use games, fine. We're not any of their games. Now this is something that you've got to watch. Is they said that their games, so Sony Entertainment Games, it's like Microsoft Studios, Sony games, you will be able to trade. There will be no price for buying. You know, you won't have to buy like an online pass when you buy a used game to play the game on multiplayer. It'd just be like it is now. However, if Microsoft, and now this is Microsoft have come out and said, yeah, you can trade games, it's not a problem, and you'll do it online. So when you buy an Xbox One game, that Xbox One game will be registered. That individual game will be registered to your console. So when you want to trade that in, you trade it in, and it gets wiped from your account, and you trade it in online. Now, for Joe Bloggs who wants to buy a second-hand game, he's gonna have to buy the game. So if a game's £50 and he wants to buy it second-hand, just for argument's sake, let's say it's £25. So he buys the game for £25, but then he's gonna have to pay around about a £15 charge or £20 charge, something like that, in order to play it online and play it so it's on his system. So you might as well just go out and buy a brand new game. Now the thing is that the only thing I've got about that is how much he's selling the game for? £5? Or what? You know, when you're trading in the game? But I can't see it happening, and this is why. Xbox knows that the used game market is massive, absolutely huge. It's what keeps the games and GameStop in America and Newegg and just companies like that who deal with games. That's what keeps that's their biggest profit. If you think about it, you go into game and you trade in, say, Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, and they'll give you £15, right? They'll give you £15, but then they'll sell it, and they'll sell it for £30. They're making 100% profit. So they're buying a game for £15, and then they're selling it for double what they paid you for it. So they're getting 100% profit, and they don't have to do anything. All they have to do is put a sticker on it and put it on the shelf. That's where they make their money. So by Xbox saying you can't do that anymore, you have to do it through Xbox online. You know, and well, you still trade them in at the games at game. They'll take the game off you and they'll buy it off you and they'll sell it, and they want to make a profit as well. So there's got to be a happy medium. I mean, this way Xbox makes more money. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. Xbox doing what they're doing, Microsoft, they're going to make more money from used games. And what they were saying is that money is going to go to the developers of games, plus obviously it's going to go to some of it's going to go to Xbox, but it means that the developers are getting more money, the publishers are getting more money, and Xbox are getting more money, so they get more profit, they can make better games, which is great for us. Oh, we're getting off here. Which I think's fantastic for us. We get better games at the end of the day, and more often. And they're not like being greedy and just keeping all the profits themselves. Obviously they want to make a profit, so sell the game to them for say £15, and they'll have to put it up for 20, so they'll make £5 on each game, which is still a massive amount of profit. If you think about it, it's 25% profit. If you're in business and you get a 25% profit margin on what you sell, that's pretty good business. Some businesses make losses of minus 25%. So they're still going to make money doing that. Plus the extra money is going to the publishers and stuff. I think Xbox are not going to be stupid enough to say, right, you buy a game second hand for £25 and then we'll charge you £25 to play it on, so it's going to cost you £50, so you might as well buy a new game. They're not going to do that, because at the end of the day they're not going to make any money. They'd rather, Microsoft would rather sell a game and then resell it and then resell it and resell it, and they're just making money all the time. So I can't see, for us the consumer, I can't see any difference in used games. I cannot see it, because I just think the processes of where the money goes to is going to change, and I think it's better for the gaming industry the way they're doing it. But for us the consumer, I don't think it's going to change at all with the used games. Whoa, you crazy motherfucker. Oh, you twat. So, yeah, I mean, PlayStation, they're just doing exactly the same as what they said. Nothing's going to change on PlayStation's side. They're not going to make any more money because everything's staying the same. So you go to your shop, you'll trade it in, and the game shop will make a shitload more money, like they have done for years. But Xbox, it's not going to be like that, which I think's better for us in the long run with games and stuff like that. So, I mean, and it always online. You know, no one in the world can persuade me to say that people who've got enough money to buy an Xbox One for £429 haven't got the internet in the house. It's not like you're going to have to be wired in either. It's going to be wireless, innit? So I think a lot of people are bashing on Xbox for certain things when it's not needed, to be honest, because it's not going to make any difference to us, the consumer. We're just all it's going to be is we'll buy the console and we'll buy the games and we'll play the games, we'll enjoy ourselves, and that's it. It's not going to make any difference about that side of things. Now, what I am worried about with the Xbox is Kinect, and they come out not at the E3 but at their press conference they did like 3 weeks before E3. They come out and said that you'll be in a game and then make a hand gesture and Skype will pop up. Make another hand gesture and you go back to the home screen. Now, if I'm in Call of Duty and I'm playing a game and I get frustrated and my arm goes up in the air like, oh for fuck's sake, and Kinect recognises my hand going up in the air and it takes me back to the home screen, that's going to make me pissed off. Or if I'm, because Kinect has to be connected to the Xbox all the time, whether you use it or not, it's irrelevant. It has to be part of it because it's part of the operating system. So, and then another case, I'm playing a game and I say something in the game to one of my mates. I might be talking about the Xbox, and I go, yeah, this Xbox amazing, or this Xbox shit, and it recognises Xbox and it goes back to the home screen. I don't want that. I do not want that. I'm hoping with all my heart that when you get the Xbox with the Kinect, because it comes with it as standard, you can just go, right, I want to turn the Kinect off. I don't want to use the Kinect, but still have it plugged in. Obviously, it needs to be plugged in. That's what I want. Then it'll be okay with me, because obviously Kinect can be useful. It can be. So yeah, they're my thoughts really. I'm not even going to go into Nintendo because I don't know anything about it, because it doesn't interest me personally. I mean, obviously there's a massive fan base for Nintendo. Nintendo's probably, on a whole, throughout the years, the biggest gaming company that's ever been. I think they've got absolutely thrown out of the water with PlayStation and Xbox now, but overall they've brought the most to the gaming with them. I mean, bloody hell, they invented console gaming more or less. And games that we play today on Xbox and PlayStation, if you go down the memory line, what's there? Nintendo. Nintendo started it all. So I've got big respect for Nintendo, but it's just I don't think they've invested enough. I don't think they've got the money to invest enough, and I don't think they've got the games that I think they brought the Wii out, and it was to people like me. Well, probably us. I'm going to say us, because if you're watching this, you must be a gamer. Oh shit, I'm getting off here. Then yeah, they brought the Wii out, and it's gimmicky, isn't it, really? If we're being honest about it. But families lapped it up, mums and dads lapped it up. Oh, you get a stick and you play tennis and sat on a couch. And families and every household more or less has a Wii, and they absolutely made loads of money on hardware sales on the Wii itself. They made loads of money on the Wii. They lost a shitload more money on games because they didn't have the ability to support games like the other consoles can, and they lost loads of money. And they more or less were never. Basically, with the Wii U, they've thrown everything at it. If the Wii U flops, which it is doing, to be honest, there'll be no more Nintendo, and it is a bad thing for gaming. But it's unfortunate, but it's going to happen. I mean, you look at the Xbox and the PlayStation; they've gone two different ways. PlayStation they are going gaming, and that's all more or less. They are doing little bits and bobs on their Xbox, on the PlayStation Network, but that's it. And they want to focus on gamers who just want to turn it on a console and play a game. I like the fact that the Xbox is bringing your TV in. It's bringing all sorts of things in like that. Your TV. The internet, everything integrated. Like the new dashboard for the Xbox One is more or less the same as Windows 8. So it's like a PC. And they've got the ability to do that because it's Microsoft. Sony haven't, because all they haven't got Microsoft's backing. They haven't got like Windows and stuff like that, what Microsoft produce. They don't have the rights to use it. So I think that's where we'll see a big difference with what you can do with the Xbox. I know people are going to say, yeah, but it's a console, I just want to play it for gaming. It's fair enough. And you can do that with the Xbox, and you can do that with the PlayStation. But for people who want to play a game, and then, like for me personally, at the end of the day, I'll finish playing Call of Duty with my mates, and it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And I might not be feeling tired, so I'll just sit in my couch, get YouTube on, and watch YouTube. Some people who I like to watch on YouTube, or I'll stick Sky on, because I've got Sky, and I've got all the channels and everything. But on Sky on the Xbox, you can. What is going on here? We're just sat here now. We're just sitting here. If it goes green and red again, I'm just gonna fuck it. But yeah, I'll sit back and I'll put Sky on, because you can watch films. There's hundreds of films on there you can watch. There's pro TV programs. There's loads of them. You can just pick and choose what you want to watch on TV. You're being serious? Everyone's at a standstill, right? That's it. I'm not doing. Oh wait up. There's been a big crash, hasn't there? There we go. We'll just pull the van with us. So yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts on it, by the way. I know some of you guys won't think the same, and remember, I do not want to start a flipping argument with anyone. I'm just saying, oh sod off, it only just gone red. I'm just saying those are my views. If you want to buy the PlayStation, great. I'm going to buy them both eventually. I think my truck's fucking up, because every time I press brake, my engine's cutting off. But I'll try and find somewhere to repair it. Minus 230 for damage penalty. Level 4. Oh, level 3 newbie. Whoop whoop, yeah, man. Long distance, high value cargo. Yeah, we'll do this one because we want to start earning some decent money. Apply. Okay guys, so we'll catch you in the next episode.